Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily Giz Wiz is provided by AOL Music and Spinner.com, where you can get free MP3s, exclusive interviews, and more. Video bandwidth for the Daily Giz Wiz is provided by Cashfly at CACHEFLY.com. It's time for the Daily Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick T. Bartolo. This is episode 1090 for Friday, May 14th, 2010, the Marantz 5120 cassette recorder.
And now, get ready for Dick.
Don't let the birds and the trees fool you. The summer sun beating down on your forehead. The beautiful spring weather. Don't let that fool you. It is a gloomy day here, deep inside the bowels of Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
And now here he is, the gloomiest of the gloom keepers, Dickie D.
Well, how are you?
Dick, I'm very well, thank you very much.
Well,
I'm feeling good. I like spring. I really do. Even here in the Gadget Warehouse. You know, when spring springs here, it just means that the walls drip.
All new moss.
All new moss, exactly.
Is that where you were going with that?
No, but that's good. I like it better than where I was going.
Oh, okay.
So that's good.
Okay. Yeah, no, the warehouse never sees the light of day.
No.
Oh, by the way, there's a new Gadget Warehouse video up on YouTube. I forgot to mention that. It's a lot of people sent me emails going, "Oh, I see there really is." Or they were like you. They thought the Gadget Warehouse was totally
People don't
made.
believe it. I know. I didn't. So what is your, is it youtube.com/GizWiz? What is your...
It's youtube.com, and for some reason, I'm maddest is what I signed on originally.
One will never know what you were thinking.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what I was thinking. Let me just see.
Look, it's in high def. You shot this in high def.
Yeah, using that little Vado, that little from Creative Labs.
Oh, yeah.
And the funny thing is, they're running the freight elevator in the background, and you hear all these.
Let's hear a little bit of this.
Hey, I'm at the Gadget Warehouse. I can't show you the outside of the building.
I can hardly hear you, Dick.
This is Dick's
Look at this. This is real. I mean, this really is gloomy. Why can't you show the outside of the building? Is there a...
Oh, no, I'm only kidding.
Is there a covenant? Oh, this brings back such memories. This is like... God, I'm getting chills going down my back. I feel like somebody's creeping up behind you. There's the door. Look at this. This is
And that was the freight elevator going by. Isn't that
Clonk.
a riot?
Oh, I know that sound.
We don't have to. Are you still with me?
Yes, we are.
It's very dark in there, so I'm going to turn on the light on. Just going to hang that light.
Mostly you
But I
hear the
just love-
clunks.
I just love that everything in the warehouse is either solid cement or giant metal bars.
Oh, yeah.
And
This is exactly what Alcatraz looks like. And then what is this with the wire?
well, there's no light in the Gadget
You have to
Warehouse.
string a wire down the hall.
Like a wire. Exactly.
That's somebody's
none of the rooms have.
This is a prison. This is a prison. This was a prison. This must have been a prison at some point.
Well, I was renting it out because, space in New York City is so expensive. But then the people decided there was no toilet. So
The kitchen is so small.
there's enough kitchen appliances in there. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm talking.
What's amazing is they're still talking after all these years of no batteries.
Exactly. Poor Bubba's stuck.
Oh,
but
Bubba. That's all you can say. Bubba has weak batteries, and Bubba is stuck on saying, "Hey, are you doing anything important?"
Oh, this is great. So anybody should go to youtube.com/madmaddest, and you can actually look at this for yourself. There's Dickie D in the warehouse, and it just proves you could, I imagine it cost you thousands of dollars to get the set designers, the decorators, all of the props and everything. So
yeah, exactly.
you're not going to see these. Dick's not going to do this often.
No, I can't.
Once every 5 or 6 years.
First of all, my landlord doesn't like it that I put all the steel doors down the hallway just so I can shoot that video.
Well, they're made out of plaster.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
They're not,
But anyway, so there's behind the scenes of Dick's Gadget. Actually, I'm glad I forgot to talk about it until today because it fits in.
There's
with,
the real live Gadget Warehouse.
The real live Gadget Warehouse. Now, are they still around Marantz?
Oh, yeah. So what happened with Marantz is they merged with Denon, they're Japanese companies, another Japanese company, and they became D&M.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I believe that's the last time I checked. It might have changed, but let me just check. But I think it's D&M now.
Well, this find goes back to 1975, and Marantz was introducing their first set of cassette decks. And they came out with the Marantz 5120, which was a cassette deck with real walnut sides and front.
I think I had. What year was this?
1975. Leo, you might have. Every conceivable light and button. Its own meters for each channel.
What was the number again?
5120.
20. Boy, I think I might have had this. Was it a cassette?
Oh, yeah, you probably did because it was the top of the line for cassette decks. It was $330.
Wow.
A Dolby noise reduction.
I think my parents, when I was a kid, before this, maybe in 68 or 69. No, this is fancier than. Well, let me see. I'm looking for it. It had wood on it. Bought a cassette deck, and it was very early. It was the early days of cassettes.
Yes, and they came out with one with a flat panel up front, and I couldn't decide which, so I figured I'll buy both because I'll probably want it done from one to the other.
I think this was it. Boy, this looks very. I'll have to ask my mom if this rings a bell.
She probably threw it out.
Oh gosh, but I remember as a kid making radio ads. I was probably 8, 9, 10 years old. Was one of the first cassettes making radio ads on this thing.
Well, you know what, Leo? It's the first time. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, wait, yours is. Wait a minute.
That's the 5120 right there.
Oh, yeah, yes, it is.
See, it has the wood sides there?
Yes.
This is just, I found this on the internet. This isn't mine. I don't still have it.
Right. But what killed me about it was in the photo, it showed every light lit. And when I bought it at home, I was so annoyed that I couldn't get every light because what it was is if you had Dolby noise reduction, that would go on. But depending on which noise reduction you had, a certain light would
couldn't have them all on.
That's when I realized that, the art department made it look like everything can light at once.
I think this one has everything lit.
It does.
Picture, doesn't it? This is from that same art department. Those bastards. Sons of guns. Scoundrels.
Also, you know what else is interesting? People don't realize it. If you bought a cheap cassette player and you just hit stop, the recording heads did not move back from the tape. You had to physically push the stop key in order to disengage the heads. But this one sensed that the heads were up against the tape. And when power went off, yes, that little servo motor took the heads from the tape so that they could play. Yeah, for some reason, mine just looks more deluxe than the one you're showing.
Oh, look at that. There's the magazine now from Marantz. Yeah. I don't know if that's the one. It was something like that. But this was earlier because.
But you know what? You would have. So even when you were a kid, you knew quality and you wanted the best, right?
No. I'm thinking now. I didn't realize it was so expensive. I think Dad bought it for his stereo.
Oh, and you acquired it.
I played with it. No, because it was hooked up to the stereo. Because I remember once accidentally recording a commercial, which I then played into their room by accident. Because the stereo was upstairs and downstairs. We had speakers upstairs and downstairs. So let's see.
From a wired family.
Well, I think Dad was kind of a gadget hound. I didn't know this. Let's see. What was, in 1962, Philips invented the compact audio cassette for audio storage. Introduced it in Europe in '63, and in the U.S. in '64 under the Norelco brand. Now, I don't think it was '64. It probably was. It was sometime. We moved in 1970 to California. It was before then. So it was.
So you were living in Manhattan then?
Providence.
Oh, Providence. Okay.
It would have been
When were you living in
69, 70. Manhattan was 56, 57, 58 when I was a little baby. First 2 or 3 years of my life. So I think he got this around 1968. They're about 69. That's pretty early on.
Yeah. Well, maybe this ad is wrong because it said we didn't start making cassettes until we wanted to be the best on the market. But that was 1975.
Yeah, so no, it was before 75.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it wasn't a Marantz, although it sure looks like that, and it had the wood on the side. I'm pretty sure it was Marantz. I wonder when they made their first. When did they make their first? Was that the first one they ever sold?
Well, you know what? It just said the ad copy makes me think it is. We spent years designing these stereo cassettes. We refused to be satisfied till we surpassed every other deck on the market. Introducing. Maybe it was just introducing this line. That could be.
I don't know. It could be. My memory is wrong too because it was a long time ago. But I didn't realize these things were so expensive.
Yeah, back then, $330 back then.
And it had 2 microphones with stands. 2 little crappy microphones with stands.
Oh, it didn't come. Mine didn't come with the microphone. So maybe your dad did that part.
Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't this model. You couldn't record onto this thing.
Oh, you could, absolutely. CBS used this for the news. I mean, this was...
What's funny is I still use Marantz recorders, digital recorders.
Oh, okay.
This guy, that's a Marantz.
Oh, yeah.
But it records on compact flash.
Oh.
Many a GizWiz was recorded on that piece of that little thing there. Never lost a recording. I could say that much for it. And I guess that's all I will say.
Have to say.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And now a letter from the Gadget Guru.
And now this actually fits right in with what we're talking about. It's from David Campbell. Dear Dick and Leo, on your show, you often show a gadget you purchased, say 40 years ago.
Yes.
For X amount of money.
Yes.
And often you wonder what the item would cost in today's dollars.
We certainly do.
I found a handy website called the Cpi Inflation Calculator. I was amazed at how much I paid for the first Texas Instrument handheld calculator with 5 functions back in 1974.
This comes from actually the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Well, Leo, you can do the... this guy bought a Texas calculator in 1974.
Okay.
If he bought it today, it would be $835.
Well, how much was that Marantz? How much
Marantz was $330.
$330, and that was in 75.
In 1975.
Let's calculate how much that would be today. $1,334.91.
Yeah, Leo, it's just about $1,000 more.
Holy cow! Right? So that's fairly expensive. Well, let's look. My parents bought our beautiful 2-acre home in Santa Cruz in 1971 for $50,000. Boy, can you imagine? That's what I pay Colleen every week. And now that'd be worth $250,000 in the same dollars.
Yeah,
you couldn't buy that house for less.
Google
that's what's funny. That just shows that the housing market is inflated much faster than the money market.
Yeah,
because it's worth much more than that. You couldn't buy a house in Northern California for that anywhere.
Well, maybe you could just ask for the old price.
Can I have it for $50,000? You can't buy a car for $50,000 these days. Remember the Volkswagen Bug in 1968? Remember they had the ads? It was $19.99.
Yes.
See, but so okay, and it's in 1968.
Do that with the
So
calculator.
today that'd be $12,000. You can't buy a car for $12,000.
No.
So it's cheap.
Not with an engine. You have to get engine optional.
Engine is extra. I didn't think of that. That's the problem. That was those cars. They had a sewing machine. They didn't have an engine. They had a little thing, and you'd pedal it.
Yeah.
But you could tune
32
it
miles per gallon downhill.
Dick, what a great week it's been. It's been so much fun, and of course the weather is beautiful. So I want you to go out and do some yachting this weekend.
I will do some boating. Yes. The sale is yacht.
Oh, you don't call? Okay, so when I get Yachting Magazine, as I do,
I bet you do.
It seems to be mostly power boats, but that's really a misnomer.
It's from the days when yachting was really yachting, but now they take on the regular just powerboat people.
Yeah, because
but you're a trawler person, so I guess
I think that's going a little far to say I am a trawler person.
Well, I mean, if you had to pick a boat,
I would probably pick a trawler. I've just having never been on one. I don't know, but they look good from a distance.
Oh, okay.
No, it was you who told me this. It was you who said you are a trawler person.
No.
No?
Many years ago.
Yes?
You said to me, you know what I want to own? I want to own a trawler.
No, Dick. No, and we'll have to go to the tape for this, because here's what I said.
Okay,
Dick,
go ahead.
I like those boats. I said I want a boat that you just putt around in. I want it to be very stable, and I'd like to be seaworthy. And you said you should get a trawler because they're very economical. They don't go very fast. Yeah, I believe I had never heard of a trawler until you said that.
Okay,
and then ever since I've been fixated because I agree with you, and I love how they look. They look like tugboats.
They do.
In fact,
They go very slow. You know, they go like 8 or 10 knots, but they have a lot of room. They're very seaworthy.
They're broad, they're broad of beam.
They're broad of beam. And they go a long distance on a little bit of fuel.
Not like me.
Not like you.
But, it's funny because one of the big manufacturers is called Nordic Tug, because they do kind of look like tugs.
They do.
Some
they
of
make
them have little
beautiful
smokestacks.
boats. Yeah.
So that's my dream someday to have a Nordic tug.
Okay. See, so I
No, you're right. I'm a trawler person.
Oh, yes. See, I knew you said it. You just said it again.
I am a trawler person. You hit the nail on the head. You hit the trawler on the stern beam. Is that a word?
Excellent. Yeah, well, stern. Yeah,
stern bow beam on the stern. On the bowsprit. You hit the nose on the bowsprit.
There you go. Now you're talking sailor. Now you're talking sailor.
Can I have? You know how they have sometimes on the front of the boat they have a pic of a beautiful wooden. No, they have a beautiful wooden carving of a topless lady.
Yes.
What do they call that?
The topless lady person stick.
I want that.
I thought that was the bowsprit.
No, it's not the bowsprit. It's the figure thing. The head.
The figurehead.
The figurehead. What is it? The poop deck? No, it's the maidenhead. No. It's got another
maidenhead.
Name. No, that's not it.
Someone said it's called the maiden.
That's not loquacious. You're wrong. No. It's called the. What is that called?
They're saying it's called the figurehead. I thought it was the figurehead.
No,
the
masthead.
I don't know. They don't have those on trawlers anyway. You're absolutely right. And it's going to look really dumb on your Mustang. Trust me.
Oh, that's a great idea. No, too late. I've already got the horns on the hood.
Oh, my word. Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Out of the way.
It's not helping us. The boat head. No. Figurehead.
They say it is the figurehead.
I think it is figurehead.
They say it's a figurehead.
Yeah, it is. I would see.
You were right. There it is. There it is. There's the figurehead. In fact, look, this is the one.
Thank you very much.
This is the figurehead of the HMS Warrior. See, that's like a guy with a beard and a broken sword. That's no good.
You know what? You could get one of your interns to just type them up
Tape
there.
an intern onto that. I want to, what? This is Poseidon. How come all the figureheads are guys? I want something good. Let's find one.
No, they're a lady figure. You know what? I think maybe the pirate ships did. There you go.
That's just scary.
That is scary.
Yeah, so we're looking at the Wikipedia article. See, they've put a dress on her.
Yeah.
But she could be naked. But I don't know if a trawler really should have that on it.
No, there's no room for it. You need a very narrow... Wow.
Maybe if the folks at Nordic Tug are listening, they would like to just give me a small one, maybe a 42 foot.
TWiT tug.
The TWiT tug. Look at that. See, isn't that cute? It's got a little smokestack, even though there's nothing on, there's no smoke.
A cruising studio.
Well, Johnny Carson retired onto a boat.
TWiT at sea.
TWiT at sea. I would. This would be a
podcast is often TWiT at sea.
We're at sea. Look at that. There's the captain's.
Yeah. Do you
monocle.
notice anything strange about the captain's? Oh, that one does. Okay.
What? It's got a steering wheel. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I was going to say most of them do not use steering wheels anymore.
Yeah,
they're just there for looks.
That's probably it. It doesn't spin.
No, it's all.
No, he's using this. He's using the joystick or something.
Yeah, yeah. Even the Queen Mary 2 joystick steering. Especially, that's true.
Because you don't want to steer that with a steering wheel.
No.
Now that's the master stateroom. Then there's the guest stateroom. Here's the master bath. They call it in ship terms. They call that
head.
The what?
The head.
The head?
The bathroom. The bathroom is the head.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the naked girl in the front. There you go. There it is. That's a beauty, isn't she? The Nordic Tug. That's what I want.
And they're all wood floors inside, fiberglass outside, all wood inside.
Does it go?
It does. It does. You don't have to make that sound because it makes it for you.
You don't have to make the sound. That's what I want. I want a boat where you don't have to make the sound.
That's right.
I know I'm asking a lot.
This is $3.2 million. Start it up. Start it up.
Oh, hey, look at this one.
Go.
Look at this one. This is the 49. That's the one. Now we're talking. And see, you could go across the ocean in these, right?
Yeah.
This has teak and holly floors.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full
you remember
beam.
Holly Floors?
Holly Floors was a nice
Holly
lady.
Floors,
really nice.
She used to live upstairs.
Let's look at some photos of this, my new yacht. Party on Leo's boat. Look at that.
Wow. Whoa.
Nice, yeah.
Now I'll come to California.
Do I get to drive that or do I have a captain?
No, you would be good.
I could drive that?
You could drive. You could pilot that.
Who's piloting this one? The guy's just standing outside. Get back in the pilot house, you nitwit. He's standing there with his mug.
Hopefully there's someone. Oh, you know what? He might be on autopilot.
They have autopilot?
Yeah. What are you kidding? You set the course.
You're kidding.
And it
just goes?
It goes.
Man,
sets to the course and you're set. I mean, I would certainly not walk further away from the steering station than that guy. Man. I mean, I would not set it and then go down below deck and have dinner.
Yeah. Do they have a helipad on these? Can you land the helicopter on them?
Not this small, but they certainly have them.
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, down in at the Fort Lauderdale boat show, they have a lot of yachts with helicopters.
Someday, Dick, if you've heard that I've retired to my boat,
yes,
you'll know that my dream. I'm living the dream.
You're pretty much living the dream now.
Oh, that's right.
Aren't you?
That's what Jennifer keeps saying. Keep living the dream. We need the money.
You could do worse, you know?
It's not hard. I always think I could be laying asphalt. I could be up on a roof somewhere. I could be digging ditches. I could be working at McDonald's.
Yeah, you see, you have all those talents, and yet you sit behind that stupid mic.
I know. What is it with me?
I don't know. You're really cheating people out of a good
I was
McDonald's
a hell of a fry cook. Dick, I will see you on Monday for another round of mirth, merriment, and moonstones.
I'll be here.
DAILY. It's the day